You're listening to TalkTainmentRadio.com.
The views and opinions expressed are those of the host and guest and not necessarily those of TalkTainmentRadio.com, the management, or K&E World Network, LLC.
Hello. Welcome to Talktainment Radio, and you're listening to Stairway to Heaven. And my topic today is from the third verse and third chapter of Timothy, which I'll get into it later on in a few more minutes. And also, I'd like to give a shout out to my very, very close friend and brother, Deacon Joe Woods Jr. And brother, I'm looking forward to getting better and better so we can get back together and do our thing, do our music, and keep going. I'm praying for him. I'm hanging in there with you, brother. Hang on in there. I'm with you all the way. Also, to 543, Miss Q, and people out in the core lab. I got one friend out there. She runs the place. She thinks she runs the place. But I'm saying hello to her and all the other people out there. Also, I'd like to say hello to my sister Margie and the Keys of Harmony. Stairway to Heaven is brought to you by the Keys of Harmony. And also, for example, we got another show coming up. And, my wife, Evangelist Smith, has, gone home to glory. And she had a show called Women in the Community and Praise. Hopefully, we'll probably be doing that show, some shots from that show. And we got a new crew coming up, so I'll let you know. I'll keep you informed of that. Getting down to my subject, I like to say this, that it's kind of a little hard. It's not, I say it's easy and a little bit gonna be a little hard, but what I'm saying, I'm gonna be using it from the top of my head. I got a little inspiration from it this morning and looked somewhere. Let's talk about Smiling Jack. Smiling Jack was a boaster. He boasted about a lot of things. He didn't care what it was, who it was, or who he's with and who he's for. Smiling Jack boasted about anything that he can think of. He could tell he tells a lot of untrue stories. He lied a lot too. Smiling Jack was one of the type of guys that didn't care who you were, and he didn't care where you come from. But if he was in a spot that he was better than you. And if you didn't come to his level, or in his level, you was below him. There were some things that he had said that was very unlikable. And I found some things that was said to him that caught my eye. But Smiling Jack was just, like I said, he was a boaster. He boasted about everything. He even boasted about people that, that he really, really followed behind, which didn't mean him no good. They was a bunch of crooks, just like he was. And anytime you decide to boast about certain people or people that you follow behind, people that you think that care about you, don't care about you, it's just a thing that he'll boast about them. He'll put them on a pedestal, or put them on the crown, on the stool, on a throne, or they better than anything. He has one thing in his mind that he don't believe in. Things that's true was a bunch of faultless hope, untruthable lies, or anything that he could think of that he can turn it around the way he feels that can be turned around. He was one of Genghis Khan's followers. I remember I spoke about him a couple of weeks ago. I talked about Genghis Khan. This is one of his followers. Smiling Jack was just like anybody else. Person that grew up in this world, grew up in this time that he didn't care about. He was told certain things and he carried it on. Then he got a hold to a top position, and he let it go through his head, or blew his head up, and said, well, look, since I'm here, and he look at you and say, well, why don't you, since I got mine, you get yours. But instead of he thinking about how did he get there or what put him there, he knows who put him there, but he forgot how he got there. Or he doesn't care how he got there. All he know, he made it to the top. You and I don't mean nothing to him. And you and I ain't nothing but a piece of paper that he can pick up and throw in the trash can. Smiley was so let's say so very, very the tough guy, a sweet guy, loving guy. He did some things that, that probably try to find us another way to get himself a foot in another door. But from the beginning, that's not the way you do it. You have to work your way up. And he felt everything was going his way and everything that since he got this is better, this is this and this is that. It's not. We have people that boast so much about cars, house, homes, clothes, anything, you name it, they gonna boast about it. Let me take a second one for example. He goes and buys him a brand new car, or one of the luxurious, expensive cars. He paid cash down on it. And he drives around and he drives it through the hood. And at the same time he's driving through the hood, as we say, he doesn't care about who feelings he hurts. And when he does that, he's showing off what he got. I got this, blah, 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 this is going on, that's going on. No. You don't think of it that way. Because Smiling Jack, he's going to always try to make you, I, and everybody look like dumb, ignorant, you know who. And I'm going to say fools. And I was always told and taught, be thankful for what you got and be careful with what you got. Because sometimes what you got is more better than what you're going to get. And there was things that I would truly believe and truly love to get, but I have to take my time and get it. And when I do, I appreciate it. But this fella, he doesn't care about how he got it. He just gonna brag, I got this, I got that, I got this and that and the other. Another thing that he did is he lies on his constituents, or let's say his master. Let's say his master. And when he does that to his master could tell him anything he want to tell him. His master could tell him anytime he say jump, he gonna say how high. He gonna jump as high as his master tell him to jump. It doesn't matter how he look or how it hurts. That's the way he is. When you're back and you're there and you're going around and when you're smiling at the poor people face, the people that doesn't have anything, and going around showing, well, we can do this and do that. Ain't nobody on that. Because Jack, I'm gonna tell you, you made the promise. You made the Smiley. You made the decision you make. And things that you done lied on and said that happened did not happen. You say things that you boast about things that happened and you said didn't happen. And people know what happened, what did happen, what didn't happen. You're so confused in your, let's say, your world, that when you get into your world, nothing matters. Somebody can tell you that a pastor preaches on the corner preaching the word of Christ, And I believe you would go there and call him a fool and tell him to shut up because they don't want to hear it. But still, you're going to boast. They can't hear what this man's saying because they got to hear what you got to say. They always say you got to say what they got to say. Now that, good Lord, now that, you don't think who put you here, who got you here. The good Lord got you here. He got you down here. But what you do, you don't take the time to sit down and think. Are you thinking about this and that and the other? Oh yeah, I've been watching some reports on you and looking at the things that you do and the things you say. But there's always, you high now, but you can be brought down. And I know a person that thought they could never be brought down. They got brought down. And I'm not mentioning their names. Because the thing about it, he thought he was the king of the hops. He was once part of a certain family. But he did not. They praised him so much, it went to his head. And he's another smiling jack. You smile and do things, say, well, I'm going to do this and do that, and you're really not doing it. You're really not the one. You're the one that likes to just just do your thing like you're supposed to do. You don't care about how you do it, but you're going to brag about how much you got. You can sit up on that throne, sit up on that high throne, look down if you want to, but you're going to come down. And when you come down, you're going to hit hard. But you just keep on boasting about things that wasn't right. Keep thinking about things that's not untrue. You so much into that make-believe life and that make-believe world that you're going to keep on talking and you're going to keep on boasting. Yeah, you're going to boast. And sometimes you blaspheme too. But, a lot of things that I see and I hear, it's best to listen to. I listen to the people that know it, that knows some things, they know all about things. We all don't know everything at once. We have to go to each one. Somebody's always to go to another person to learn something. But in your case, ain't nobody. I don't see how people listen to you, and they say this about you, and you're really not telling the truth. You are your partner, because both of you lied. I haven't seen anything that make a boaster so great that he has to boast about the stuff that he has and stuff he didn't have. We have to learn to love each other. And very well, we're going to have to learn to show each other. This is Talk to Me Radio, the way radio should be heard, and you're listening to Stairway to Heaven with your host, Dr. Bass Claude Smith. And Stairway to Heaven is brought to you by Keys of Harmony and also Praise Temple Community. As I said before, there's a Women in the Truth is coming back. And I'll let you know. I'm not going to let you know the ladies or anything like that going to be here. But they're taking up my wife's legacy. We're trying to keep my wife's legacy going. So be looking out for it. Also, I want to say this. You know what, Smiley? It's going to be a time come while you up there boasting and dancing around. You're going to walk around with your head hanging down, looking down on the ground. And you really are. You're going to look your head down, straight down to the ground and find out how much that you talked about. You're going to look down on the ground and say, and think all the stuff that you boast about, said this and that, and the other, it's all going to fall apart. It's going to fall apart. And there's one person that's going to bring you down. And then his name is Jesus Christ. He's going to bring you down. The Son of God he's going to bring you down. He's going to show you where you boast and lied about. He's going to show you're going to be exposed. And when it happens, you're going to start crying. You're going to holler, why this happen to me? Why am I doing this? Why is all this going on? You are going to be exposed. And you're going to be exposed heavenly and heartily and strongly. Because when that happens, you're going to wish you had never said it. Or you're going to wish how it's going to happen. Why did it happen? And your so-called friends that you hang around with are not going to, they're going to be gone. So just keep smiling and boasting about how great you are, how great they are. Keep boasting and smiling at things that, this is, what does it cost a man to gain the whole world and to lose his soul at the same time? And I believe you're going to wind up losing your soul because you're telling things and you're boasting about things that's not true. Some of it may be true, but you twist it around your way. You twist it around to the fact that it's always going to be your way. But it's not. Because a boaster doesn't tell everything true. He boasts of stuff outside the truth or within the truth. That's what a boaster does. And he also does that boast about certain people that he don't know about. Or he'll boast about the things that he got and he don't have. You gotta get away from them boasters. Because a boaster doesn't care about how he got it and what's there, because he's gonna boast on you, me, and everybody else. He's gonna make up some things that's not true. They're gonna make up a lot of things that's not true. Just to get over or get what they want done. They could be anywhere. They could be at a bar, a club. Sometimes we got boasters in the church too. Whether you know it or not, but they're undercover. They're not going to let out and sell out everything they got. They're undercover. And the one thing about them that's undercover so much that they don't even care how they do it. They don't even care. Because they're going to boast all the time. If you like to comment the subjects that we talk about and the music we play, please give me a call at 614-817-5588. And we can see that maybe subject may come up that you want to talk about, and I'll probably have get someone here on the show to explain the things that we talk about and then give a little more outing on it. And if you enjoy the music that we bring and share, we can tell you about that too. May have a time try to get your connection to the artist that sent me the music, which I don't own the music, but I do have permission to play it. But get him, they'll get to send you, tell them where you're at, and I'll give you the address and call them, tell them you want a copy of that certain sound. Also, I can say that as far as the keys, harmony concerned, like I said, pray for Brother Joe Woods. He's ill on the weather. We will be, soon he gets better, we will be out there singing, doing our ministry. And hey, just don't give up on us. We're still out there. We're still trying to do it, trying to get some things together, and some new stuff probably be popping up too. So, hey, the keys are still together right now in transition. One of our members are sick, and we're hoping that he get better and stronger, and we'll be right back out there. And so, don't give up on the keys. We're still going to be doing our thing. The subject that I brought to you is, like I said, was from 2 Timothy 3rd verse, and it speaks about boasters. Also speaks that men will be lovers of themselves, and it'll be a whole lot of things. This is one part. I just took one part of it out there. There's another part I might get out of there too. While I'm on it, I'm gonna take a part. That's one thing they said that there'll be boasters, blasphemers, men lovers of themselves, and I can't think I didn't get the other part, but them two, and disobedient to parents, which is going on now. Being disobedient to parents. We have mothers fighting daughters, sons fighting fathers, and sometimes you got both either way it goes. Children this is the problem we have. We got so much going on today that our children are being disobedient. They have a way of listening. Society has come to the point where has taken the power out of the parents' hands and put it into the child's hand, or put it in their hands. You can't chastise the child to keep him out of trouble like a parent, because you got somebody of them hollering about, if you touch me or you see anything, they'll pick up that phone on you. I remember one time I was on the bus in another state and city, and there's one child, mother told this one child that tried to chastise her. The child talking about, if you hit me, blah, 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 I'm going to call the police that you hit me. Well, it happened 2 weeks later, and the child was taken out of the home, put into a foster home. And at the same time she was in that foster home, she called her mother and said, Mom, can I come? Mama, can I come back? And her mother said, no, you wanted to be out there. I'm going to leave you out there for a while and let you taste what it feels like. See, as I said, society has taken the power out of our hands and put it in their hands. And I understand child abuse and neglect and all that. I understand that. But sometimes it ain't always the parents, the child. Sometimes it can be the parents, or how we treat our child, or how we punish them. You got some parents out there that's going to take them through things that you never thought they would do. There's so much of that going on. It stinks. And this would sometimes, they do it so much, this brings fathers against sons, sons against fathers, mothers against daughters, daughters against mother, daughters against daddy, sons against mama. And it's so much that going on, you wonder what happened to society. Why are this going on? You cannot train a child out the way it should be. You're supposed to bring a child out the way it should grow, and they'll never grow old, get over it. Half the parents, half the children today, they go there, they're in their own thing, I'd say their own world. And they're in their own thing because they're not listening to the preacher, the minister, the deacons, or the mothers of the church, or anything like that. They're listening to what Satan has for them. But some of it come from the music they listen to. Some of it come up from friends. It's like, it's a disrespectful thing. Very disrespectful. And when this is respectful, you see it every day. Sometimes it's gotten to the point parents, some mothers and fathers scared to spank their own child because they're afraid of going to jail. Or they'll say something to them, the child make up a story and say that their mother and father did something wrong to them, and then 9 times out of 10 it doesn't happen. It's because the way society has brought the kids up, or teaching our children to be. They're not teaching them to be respectful. They teach them to be disrespectful. even down to the point, and I'm gonna tell the truth, even down to the point when they in school, these children boast about things that at home or things what they did in school to their other friends. And when teenagers get to boasting about what they do and children, what they did in school and what they do at home, it becomes an all points bulletin. Disobedient and boasting, if this is my opinion, I believe they work together, because when you get to the point where you disobey the authority and you go away and talk about and boast about it, what you did, and laugh about it, you think it's a joke. It's not. Because what you boast about, what you laughed about, can cause you confusion and trouble. And you may be standing in front of a judge giving you time in jail to make you think. There are teenagers out there, I haven't heard, there are people out there boasting what they did and how they do it. Even in our schools, they boast about how they did and what they did. Everywhere we go, you hear somebody boasting about what they did in the world and what's going on. You can't always do that. I can boast, but if I want to boast, it better be something for good. But most of the time you hear people boasting, especially like children, there's always something that's not good. It's always something that they did night before last or 2 nights before it happened. They always gonna boast about, well, I did this and I did that. And at the same time you boasting and everything, you killing that person by your boasting. The Bible said, "Thou shalt not kill." I'm not talking about the gun, knife, and the weapons. I'm talking about the tongue. And the tongue is a dangerous thing, because anything can come out your mouth and hurt people. Evangelist Smith taught me that before she passed. She always told me, watch what you say out your mouth, because what you say out your mouth can hurt, kill, or destroy a person. And this is where this boasting comes from. Evil mind. Whatever's in your mind and you put in your mouth to say, it's going to come out. Some say it, and sometimes I'm not going to say it comes from the heart, because I can't blame the heart. I can blame the mind. And honestly, they always say, the mind is nothing but the garden. What you put in, it grows. And what you put in your mind and keep it growing, it's going to grow, and grow. Till it gets strong enough, you're going to boast about it and you're going to put it out there. We're all walking newspapers. We're all walking televisions. I'm not talking about the one at home. I'm talking about the ones, the TVs, the newspaper with 2 feet and 2 arms. And it has a mouth, eyes, and nose. And whatever comes out of this here, and you boast about it, it's going to hurt somebody down the line. It's going to hurt people so bad that you can see tears. You be wondering what happened to Sally or George. When you see them, they was doing this and that and the other, but now they down. And you wonder what happened. Well, I'm not in that category to find out what happened, but it happened. It's up to them to tell you what happened to them. But sometimes when you find out what happened, you boasters got the galls to go out and tell about it. You got the galls to tear him down behind their back. I told you that blah blah wasn't no good. And it may not been something that bad that tore him down. It may have been something good that got him. I thought was good that got him. But anyway, I like to say, hey, I hope you enjoyed the subject. This is Dr. Bass Claude Smith from my YouTube friends. Remember, the mind is nothing but the garden, what you put in the grows. And I'll see you next time.